Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. And if you are struggling with ascension symptoms right now, sending you so much love, and Archangel Raphael coming through for us all right now, saying easy does it. Take your time, there's no need to rush, breathe, have some time out for yourself. So also take that forward into your weekend. So I'm going to use 5 decks of cards today. We're going to use the Almost Tarot. We're going to bring in the answers from above to answer any questions you might have. We're going to bring in the Twin Flame Oracle and the Divine Feminine Messages of Love and the DM Draft Messages. So we're going to do the energies of the feminine and the masculine with these cards, and then we're going to check the journey with everything else. So thank you, angels. So what's the energy, please, around the connection today? And the real message coming through right now is to just take your time and enjoy the moment that you are in. You know, remember that this journey is a gift that you've been given. Embrace that. Look around at the beauty around you, the beauty within you, how far you've come. Feel proud of yourself for what you've achieved and, you know, the level of awareness that you have. Be very proud of that divine feminine because you are a warrior of love. And remember that your masculine is evolving and growing and preparing for you to be the best version of themselves, to be with you. They don't want to be with you while they're wishy-washy with the feelings, while they're messing you around. They don't want to fail you. They want to be their best version for you. So let that play out the way it needs to. In other words, if they need to end things with a karmic partner, if they need time to do that, give them that time freely. If they need a bit of space to process the feelings, give it to them freely. And you work on you. It's not about waiting around for your twin. It's about loving the life you live. Being in the moment. Being grateful. Doing things you enjoy. You know, maybe it's time for you to think about taking a break, a holiday, you know, maybe a spa day to yourself, doing something you love to do. And we're moving into the weekend and it's the perfect time to do that. So what's the energy, please, angels, around the feminines today? The energy around the journey today and the energy around the connection. What do we need to know? Thank you, thank you. What's the masculine going through today? So I know I'm not doing divine masculine dailies right now, but I'm still connecting with their energy here, okay? What they're going through. It's the same kind of thing. And remember, we're doing a DM to DF reading later too. What's the energy around the connection today, please, angels? I am feeling the fox around today, which is connected with solutions and decisions. The energy around the feminine, thank you, angels, and the energy around the divine masculine. I love this deck because there's lots of kind of signs and, you know, there's animals in this deck too, things we relate to that we physically see. So what's the answer, please, for the journey today? What's the answer for the journey? They are giving me easy does it again. The energy around the divine feminine and the energy around the divine masculine. What do we need to know? Thank you, thank you. And what's happening with the divine feminines today? How are you feeling? What are you going through today? Thank you, thank you. Okay. So let's start with the feminine energy today because we've got I will hear you out. Wow. So you're saying to your masculine today, when you're ready, you know, when you are ready to come forward and communicate with me, I will hear you out. So you've saying to the masculine, I'm opening the door here. You know, I'm opening the door of communication. I'll listen to you. I will hear you out. And this is also a huge sign for you, divine feminine, that you are receiving messages right now through your ear chakras. You know, you're becoming more clairaudient, more in tune with what you hear, what you overhear, what you hear inside your mind. You know, when the angels speak to you or when you hear that telepathic communication coming from your twin. You may receive messages in music. You may receive a message through a reading you're watching or in some other way. I will hear you out. And balance and justice for the highest good of all concerned. I love this because this is about karmic situations ending, change and power. Balance and justice. So balance is coming into your life and into your connection, and justice is being done. And justice is also connected with the justice card in the tarot, which is connected with divorce, endings, karmic changes, things falling into place for you for the good of all concerned. So you're realizing that more than ever. And you're saying, I'll hear you out because I understand that everything is happening for our higher good. And that's the knowledge that you are receiving. So you are both gathering knowledge. So the squirrel is there to show that to you. You know, the squirrel is the gatherer. It gathers those nuts, it gathers what it needs, and it's very fast. You know, squirrels are very fast. If you see them, you know, boom, they're gone. So this is again about fast-paced energy coming into the connection to bring in the energy that you need to build that stable future, that family life. And this is also about things within family coming into balance. So I'm definitely feeling again here, you know, this energy where feminines, you're coming to terms why things happen. You know, you're coming to terms with why things happen the way they do in karmic situations, in family situations, with children, with marriages, with karmic partners. You're understanding why these things happen, and it's bringing balance in. So you're saying, I understand now, and I'm willing to hear you out. And the masculine is saying to you, I'm dealing with a bit of confusion today as I find my way. So he's saying to you, I'm finding my way, direction. You can see that with the compass there. So he's finding his way to you, and he's saying everything reminds me of you, and that also makes me confused because he's working out what this connection is. He's saying my friends are getting tired of hearing about you. So some of the masculines, not all of them, but some of them are actually talking about you or talking about the situation to their friends. They may not be mentioning your name or who you are directly, but they are bringing up the fact that something's different in their life, and, you know, that they are connecting with you and that they are having feelings about you they've never had. And their friends are like, I'm tired of hearing about this, just do something about it. And they are confused by the response that's coming from their friends too, because remember, not everyone understands the twin flame journey. That's why we connect here, because twin flames understand twin flames. I feel you physically, is that possible? And you know that divine feminine because you're experiencing them too. And what I'm getting again is, thank you Lord Ganesh coming through, removing obstacles, is bringing in all this heat. So you're feeling all this heat. So he's feeling all this heat and this passion and desire for you physically, and you're feeling it too. So you're mirrors of each other. I feel you physically, is that possible? Everything is reminding me of you. And that came up yesterday in the DM to DF reading, where he's saying, I see you everywhere I go. You're on the TV. You're in a commercial. You know, you're on YouTube. You're everywhere I go. So he's being reminded of you constantly. And I really feel that, you know, the dreams are really vivid right now for both twin flames. You know, you may be dreaming of them. They are dreaming of you. You're connecting in that powerful way. And maybe you should just move on with your life. So he also feels it when you get angry and frustrated at the time it's taking. And he's saying maybe you should just move on with your life if, you know, you're not satisfied, if you're not feeling happy right now. Because he wants what's best for you. Not because he wants you to move on. He doesn't. He loves you. He's asking you not to give up on him. He's just confused. He's finding direction. But he's saying to you, you know, if you feel you want to move on, move on. Do what feels right for you. You know, he doesn't want to hold you back from being happy. But you know that he is the one that makes you happy. And I just want to say as well, you know, when I'm channeling these messages, I tend to say him. Okay, this could be a her. You take the message how it resonates with your own journey. Okay, because it's your journey. You know your truth. You know your divine masculine better than anyone ever has or does. You know, than anyone ever has. In other words, doesn't matter if they've been married for 20, 30 years, you understand your twin better than that person because you are one. And he's saying, not again. How can one man cry so much? So he's in tears, and they're giving me tears of energy today because there's pain around, ascension. And again, if they can't cry, they've manifested some kind of cold or flu-like energy so they can release tears in a different way. Maybe coming from a runny nose. It could be coming from their eyes streaming. You know, eyes, sometimes when we look at the sunlight, our eyes run. Our eyes stream because we're releasing energy. And it's the same when the masculine looks at you. They can cry, they can release energy because your light is so bright. You're so beautiful to them. And they don't want you to move on. And I feel this is causing them pain today because they don't want to hurt you anymore. They don't want to cause you pain anymore. And he's saying, if you want to be happy, if you think you can be happy without me, move on. It makes me cry, it upsets me, but I just want you to be happy. And we've got the wolf for the intuition and the telepathic bonds. You are communicating telepathically. So your masculine is crying out to you. Crying out to you today because he silently needs you to trust him. Look at this, trust. He's saying, please trust me. Please trust me to find my way. Please trust that I'll make this right. I'll make it better. I'm not going to upset you anymore. Please don't move on because I'm coming. Trust me to find my way. So for the journey, we've got happy home. This is what's being created right now. Comfort. When I created this deck, I chose this picture because the warm slippers, the coziness, it's about comfort. And things are marching ahead. You've got the penguin there. March, we're in March still. Things are marching ahead. So look again. Look again at the situation. Look again if things are stressing you out because things will fall into place. And use your voice for the highest good of all. So what this is saying to you is you have a mission here to speak your truth, to be authentic. The masculines want to use their voice for the highest good of all. And that's why we've got balance and justice for the highest good of all. So things are changing right now for the highest good of all, for everyone. Not just for you and your twin, but for everyone involved. And that's why it can take time. So relax and breathe about this journey. Things are falling into place. The masculine is pleading for you today to trust him. To trust he's finding his way. He's confused because, he's bringing balance in for the highest good of all. And that means he needs to open up and speak his truth and show his true colours to people. And take his mask off and be authentic and be his own self. So I'm going to bring in the Gilded Tarot. So what's the energy around the Divine Masculine today? We've got wanting to show you off. Wanting to bring this love out into the open. Wanting to show the world who he truly is. And the energy around the Divine Feminine today, we've got victory. So you'll stand strong and powerful when you realise who you are, that you are already victorious in this situation. You're not being left out in the cold. You're just gathering the right knowledge. You're building that solid foundation to move things ahead. So let the confusion lift today and feel at peace because things are moving ahead. Things are happening. Things are changing right now. Even if it feels confusing, even if you're not sure what's going on, things are changing for the higher good. So if you feel today, maybe I should just move on, in spiritual truth that you want to hear your twin out and you want to let things happen and play out in your life to move it where it needs to be. So trust the journey, trust the love, and know that you are safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.